Going on, everyone? John Matrix here. Hope you're having yourselves a wonderful day today. We're jumping back into the world of the SCP. Today we're checking out a video that was requested by one of my YouTube members, SCP-2662 Cthulhu, Object Keter Class Cognitohazard SCP. So we're going to check that out. This is by the Vulcan, so I'll have links to his channel and to this original video without my commentary and reaction down below in the description. You would do me a big favor and go check out this video of his. Give it a like, give him a sub if you like his content. You know, if you like this video, he makes a lot of great stuff in the SCP universe, a lot of voice actor work. He works really hard. So go over there and give him some support. He definitely deserves it. As always, well, not as always, but we're doing this live right now, as you can see, for my YouTube members. If you would like to come and join the discussions that we have during these videos, please hit the join button down below. Take a look at the YouTube membership benefit tiers, see if any of them have any interest to you. We'd love to have you guys come in here and hang out. Regardless of all that, really just appreciate you guys watching the videos and you know, showing your love that way. Appreciate you. So let's get into this here video. Again, this is SCP-2262 Cthulhu, Object Class Keter Cognitohazard SCP by the Vulcan. Where are we at here? Monitor. There we go. Volume up. Do it.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
My
sir.
name is Researcher Miller, and the SCP we're going to be studying today is SCP-2662, Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. Containment of SCP-2662 is primarily focused on preventing unauthorized entry to its containment unit. For this purpose, on-site Task Force Tau 9, belligerent bodyguards, has been organized to guard SCP-2662's containment unit and keep track of new religious followings focusing on the worship of SCP-2662. Task Force Tau 9 is, and the following is stricken from the document, to use non-lethal methods when dealing with an attempt of authorized entry. Authorized to use lethal force if necessary. All members of Task Force Tau 9 are to be tested biannually for cognitohazardous influence.
Interesting. So Cthulhu, I guess you're saying Cthulhu either is a cognitohazard or is able to create cognitohazard that influence people. Interesting. And so they have a task force that just guards them to essentially keep people from getting into him and viewing, you know, Cthulhu. That's what I'm getting so far.
As containment of SCP-2662 is completely voluntary, it is currently contained in an enlarged humanoid containment unit with standard safety measures for low-risk humanoids as detailed in Document 0998-KA. Additionally, SCP-2662 is allowed one copy of a daily newspaper of its choice.
What's up, my boy Cthulhu just likes to get up in the morning, have some breakfast, you know, maybe a little omelet, little cheese, maybe ham and cheese omelet, you know, a cup of coffee, and he likes to read the newspapers, you know, likes to check out the comic section, you know. Nothing wrong with that.
A computer and requested computer games totaling no more than $50 every month.
My man Cthulhu's a gamer, bro. Oh, please tell me he's not into Fortnite. Please tell me you're not into Fortnite, Cthulhu. Please. Please tell me you're not a Fortnite man. You're not spending your V-Bucks. Please.
Description: SCP-2662 is a cognitohazardous entity approximately 4 meters in height and 200 kilograms in weight. SCP-2662 appears to be in a vaguely humanoid shape, with approximately 20 additional muscular hydrostats in similar structure to cephalopod limbs attached to its back. These limbs are fully functional and allow SCP-2662 to perform up to 10 different tasks at once.
My man's a professional StarCraft player, okay? He's got the APM down. All right? He's got to be posing as some kind of, you know, Korean pro. He's over there in the leagues. He's got he's got it all down, you know? I bet he's a Zerg fanatic. He's got all the APs down on that. He knows.
SCP-2662's primary anomalous effect only occurs after long-term repeated exposure, usually being in the same room as or interacting daily with SCP-2662. Subjects exposed to SCP-2662 for a period of 6 months or longer are at risk of becoming acutely aware of SCP-2662's wants or needs and are compelled to fulfill them. They may also suffer from quasi-psychotic episodes when under stress. SCP-2662 is unable to affect humans that have a 2 or higher MARS, Mind Affecting Resistance Scale, score. SCP-2662's secondary anomalous effect is the spontaneous generation of religious followings at an approximate rate of at least once a month. This generation is involuntary and causes SCP-2662 notable distress. Religious groups generated by SCP-2662 usually focus on attempting to break into its containment unit in order to perform various rituals that are violent and/or sexual in nature. These groups.
Interesting. Okay, so secondary anomalous effect is the spontaneous generation of religious followings at an approximate rate of at least once a month. Generation is involuntary and causes notable distress to him. So, like, he doesn't even want to be worshipped. He wants nothing to do. Like, man just has like the paparazzi coming after him all the time, and he doesn't want it. Like, he's just trying to chill and play some StarCraft, read the morning paper, have a nice breakfast, a little cup of coffee, and then, you know, he just wants to get on the grind. You know, he's trying to, you know, get up there. He's trying to break platinum. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get the top of the ranks. And you got all these people coming in here trying to bust him out. He ain't about this, man. He's trying to chill, play some StarCraft.
Tend to be highly organized and appear to adapt to each failed attempt, despite there being generally no contact between different generated religious followings. Right. The following is an incomplete log of incidents relating to SCP-2662. A full list can be found in Document 2662-1. Incident 2662-7. On 2003, a religious group known as Towards Him successfully broke into SCP-2662's containment. 2250. SCP-2662 is seen taking a shower in preparation for sleep.
Oh no, man, just try to take a shower so he can go to sleep. He's been grinding all day, dude. You know, he took a break from StarCraft and was trying to grind some League of Legends, and all the toxic, you know, people in League of Legends were stressing him out. He's just trying to take a shower so he can, you know, wash the League toxins off him so he can go to sleep. And then these dudes broke in and tried to break him out. He's like, bro, leave me alone, okay?
There is a loud noise as previously undiscovered explosives are detonated underneath the center of SCP-2662's containment unit. 2251. 5 injured civilians climb out of the hole left by the detonation. SCP-2662 leaves the shower to investigate the noise.
Oh no.
2252. Agent.
Like, I see a cartoon in my mind of like Cthulhu looking like him right there, like taking a shower, like scrubbing up, and then you see like the shower curtain, like you just see like his head kind of peek out after the explosion. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck, dude? Oh my god, man. If someone has like an animated like cartoon of this SCP and these things going on, I would want to watch it. That would be hilarious. Funny he being able to buy most new games unless he's allowed to let the monthly stipend build, but he'd be able to afford Helldivers 2 with his regular allowance. Yeah, I mean, I would kind of suck because like he wouldn't be able to really play like Warcraft or World of Warcraft that often, right? Like that would chew too much of his monthly stipend in. You know what I mean? There is just like you described, dude. I gotta watch that then as a follow up to this because yeah. That's hilarious. Anyway, let's continue.
To investigate the noise. 2252. Agent and notify Task Force Tau 9 of a breach into containment. They attempt to suppress the initial 5 civilians unsuccessfully as 5 more arrive with weapons. 2256. After a brief struggle, Agent and are pinned down and tied with rope by the civilians. The injured civilians approach SCP-2662. The uninjured civilians stab their hands with knives, masturbate, and then draw unknown symbols on the walls with a mixture of sexual fluids and blood. 2258. SCP-2662 says, "Aw man, come on. That's really not sanitary or necessary." SCP-2662
Man just said, they're like, bro, what are you doing in my room? You guys are jacking off or spreading your blood everywhere, bro. This is fucked up. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god, bro. This is hilarious. This is funny. Oh man, whoever's idea it was to take the Cthulhu mythos and just make him like a regular dude who just happens to like have this issue where people just like worship him, and he's just like so over it. He just wants to chill and play his games and read the newspaper, man. That's fucking great. That's hilarious. I'm sorry.
62 appears to gag upon witnessing the symbols. The injured civilians successfully corner SCP-2662 in the shower stall. 2259. The injured civilians are seen squeezing blood out of their wounds and rubbing it onto SCP-2662 while singing.
No.
SCP-2662 says, "Jesus Christ, stop, please. I just took a shower." 2300. Task Force Tau 9 arrived to SCP-2662's containment unit. Task Force Tau 9 managed to suppress all civilians successfully and proceed to move SCP-2662 to a temporary unit until repairs can be completed.
Like, I could, if I were Cthulhu, I would voluntarily want to be contained too. Because if I had to deal with shit like this all the time, where people were like cutting themselves and jerking off and trying to like slap it on me, I wouldn't want to deal with this shit either, man. Like, that is gross. As one's great because I'm feeling mercy, but yeah, exactly. It truly does. Like, you think of Cthulhu as this Lovecraftian, world-ending apocalyptic being that wakes up and, who knows what it could do, and he's just some chill dude that wants to be left alone.
Incident 2662-13. On 2005, a religious group known as the Betrothed successfully broke into SCP-2662's containment. 822. SCP-2662 is seen eating breakfast and reading a newspaper. 824. Security officers stationed at SCP-2662's containment unit enter with a researcher. The researcher can be seen carrying a piglet. 825. SCP-2662 says, "Can I help you?" 826. Researcher says, "Oh, our Lord, please accept this innocent suckling swine, freshly orphaned from slaughter of both mother and father. May its soul of loss fuel you." Researcher proceeds to castrate the piglet in front of SCP-2662 and place the testes on SCP-2662's food.
You just ruined his breakfast, man. He's just trying to have, some eggs and some toast, maybe a little bacon, He doesn't need, pig balls thrown on the plate. Like, what would make you think that a sea creature would want pig balls anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
828. SCP-2662 says, "No thanks. I'm full. Go home. Your, Lord is pleased with the offering." Task Force Tau 9 is notified of a breach into containment. 829. SCP-2662 attempts to read its newspaper. Researcher slits the pig's neck and throws it onto the table. Blood splatters the newspaper. 830. SCP-2662 says, What? Look, can you go read a Bible or something? You really, really need it." SCP-2662 puts the newspaper down. The accompanying security officers execute researcher by a gunshot to the head.
Jesus Christ,
then
dude.
they begin consuming her.
The other side of the story is sort of like, how shitty is it to be Cthulhu and like people are being killed like innocent people and creatures, animals, whatever, are being killed in your name for something you don't want or care about. Like, you're really just a regular dude trying to chill, and you just happen to have this weird anomalous power that influences people and makes them worship you, and they do like things like this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And obviously, it seems like it's involuntary. It seems like he doesn't really have any power or influence, at least that he knows of, on how people worship him or what they do. Because you would think that, right? Like, if he's, you know, he's chill, right? So, like, for a person that's like as chill as him, you would think that if he was able to somehow influence how they worship him, he would just set up like some kind of like Discord cult, dude. Just a bunch of people that would come on Discord and like play World of Warcraft with him, you know? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's how you could worship him. Yeah, hey man, help me get through this raid, brother. You know, that's how you can worship me. You know what I'm saying? Gets even more complex. Jesus.
832. To the head. Then they begin consuming her. 832. SCP-2662 leaves the scene to vomit in a toilet. 834. Task Force Tau 9 arrived to move SCP-2662 to a temporary containment unit and detain the guards. After further investigation, all involved personnel were civilians posing as personnel. It is unknown as to the whereabouts of the actual researcher and security officers. Incident 20.
Right? Exactly. Like, Cthulhu would be the ultimate, like, you know, e-girl on Twitch, man. Just everybody sent for him all the time, sending him donations, all kinds of money. Dude, he could fund the SCP Foundation himself, man. You know, they could sit there and tax him. You know, like take, you know, 40-50% of what he makes off of Twitch. The rest he can go to just, you know, his gaming habit. And then the SCP Foundation, they take that to help fund, you know, their research, you know, containment of other SCPs. He's helping the world even more. You know what I'm saying? Like, let the man go out there and stream. And I mean, the thing is too, is like, you know, with VTubers nowadays, are you kidding me? Cthulhu would be the ultimate VTuber. Are you kidding me, brother? Like, what? Man would be the /1 personality on YouTube and Twitch. You wouldn't be able to, like, keep money from flowing into him. He'd be the richest man in the world.
2662-78. On the 2014, an unnamed religious group consisting of D-Class personnel and 2 members of Task Force Tau 9 successfully broke into SCP-2662's containment.
Yeah, I'll just send me the check. It's, you know, I got the idea. It's good. You know, just send me the royalties. I'm cool.
9 successfully broke into SCP-2662's containment. SCP-2662 was redesignated as Keter upon further review of Incident 2662-78. 407. SCP-2662 can be seen sleeping in its bed. 410. The entirety of Task Force Tau 9 is called for an off-site mission. Against orders, Task Force Tau 9 chooses to leave 4 of its members behind to keep watch on SCP-2662. 415. 2 of the remaining members tackle and lock the other 2 in an unused containment unit.
The thing that also gotta sucks too, probably, is like, okay, like, again, put yourself in like Cthulhu's position, right? You keep getting kidnapped from people. And like, what is the limit of like self-defense in these situations? You know what I mean? Because like you were saying, he's a creature that's like Primarch height. He's got, you know, 10 appendages that are like, you know, cephalopod tentacles on top of just being a large humanoid-ish, you know, creature. So like, more than likely, he'd be able to physically take on a human or a group of humans without a problem. So it's like, he would probably, I'm sure, would want to defend himself in certain ways, but it's like, you wouldn't be able to, you know what I mean? Like, you have people kidnapping you, and it's like, if you kill people or injure people or harm people in any other way, it's just going to make things look worse for you, right? Like, what can he do, you know? Like, you don't really want to hurt anyone. You want to just chill and be left alone. But it's like these keep reoccurring over and over and over again, where you keep like getting kidnapped or taken against your will, or having people sacrificed or creatures sacrificed in your name for whatever their cause is. It's got to be like, bro, it's got to be a certain point in time where you got to talk to the SCP guys, and it's like, look, what kind of authority do I have to defend myself, to keep myself from being kidnapped, so that I can, you know, stay here safe and try to keep people as safe as possible. You know what I mean? Yeah, and he's using his guards. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, he's got a pretty easy, chill life, it seems, you know, in general. But the times where this stuff happens, it's got to be like extremely, extremely frustrating. Because what is he really supposed to do to, like, you know, defend himself without it looking like he's taking, you know, action in a bad way, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm not really articulating myself very well in this, but you guys get what I'm talking about. You know, like what authority does he have to defend himself? Where's the line drawn on what he can and can't do when people are doing things like this? You know what I mean? So I don't think he fears for his well-being, rather frustrated. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm sure if it came down to a point where, like, he was actually, like, somehow his life was really threatened, even though it would kind of go against what, you know, the cognito hazard seems to be. You know, it makes people want to worship him and you know, yeah, just worship him. So, like, it would be against their ideals to try to, like, harm him. But if it came down to a situation where he was, like, in a life or death situation, I'm sure he'd be able to take care of himself if he wanted to, but it's just dealing with this over and over and over again. But, like, wouldn't you think he would have, like, some kind of authority to, like, okay, these guys are trying to kidnap me. Can I knock them out at least, you know? Can I do something to just knock them out or detain them or something like that? So, like, the guards that are unaffected can come in and take them away. That I can get back to my, you know, World of Warcraft or League of Legends or whatever, you know?
2 of the remaining members tackle and lock the other 2 in an unused containment unit. 420. A cargo truck arrives on site where SCP-2662 is being kept. 425. The 2 remaining members unload the cargo of D-Class personnel. They lead the D-Class personnel to Task Force Town 9's armory. 430. The D-Class and remaining members arm themselves from the armory and break into SCP-2662's containment unit. 431. SCP-2662 is roused. Several D-Class personnel guard the exit to the containment unit as well as the corresponding hallway. SCP-2662 says, what? Are we moving? I'm not scheduled until next week. 435. Agent and the 2 remaining available members of Task Force Town 9 begin undressing the D-Class personnel that are not guarding. 436. SCP-2662 attempts to alert Task Force Town 9 to no response. 437. Agent and begin carving symbols into the buttocks and thighs of the undressed D-Class personnel. The D-Class personnel begin to engage in group sex after being carved. 439. SCP-2662 says, "What the fuck? Seriously? Now? Look, seriously, can you go find another god? I hear Buddhism is all the rage." D-Class 99304 attempts to pull SCP-2662 into the group.
Oh my god.
SCP-2662 responds by saying, "The fuck? Stop! Seriously! Lord commands you and all that stuff to cut this shit out." 440. All D-Class personnel currently engaged in sex cease their movements. They all turn to stare at SCP-2662. Task Force Town 9 arrive at the off-site meeting point only to be told no such mission exists. Task Force Town 9 begin moving back to site. 441. SCP-2662 says, "Oh, thank God. I can control you guys now. Kinda. Maturity's happening right on time. Good to know. Okay, tell me what the fuck is going on here.
So he does have some kind of control over him.
Agent says.
So I'm assuming that maybe if they've been around him for enough time, he has greater influence over what he can tell people to do, kind of a situation. Interesting. Because then if that's the case, then it's like, okay, he has greater control over them. Tell them to go live good, happy lives and do the best they can to make the world a better place. That's how you can worship me.
Going on here. 442. Agent says, after the blood birthing ritual, we are going to take you to your sacred chambers where we, our families, and our lineage will remain in service for you for all eternity.
Because he's a
the people
juvenile.
Here
Okay.
cage you. With us, you may go where you please. 445. SCP-2662 responds by saying, you must be kidding. I can leave whenever I want. I just have to ask. Besides, the D-Class personnel begin to continue engaging in group sex. SCP-2662 says, seriously, stop. You're all fucking disgusting.
Barely
I'm not
legal.
even ready to settle down with a cult yet. I'm only like 200 years old. I'm barely legal. 446. Agent says, do you really think the Foundation will let you go if you ask? Well, you can certainly ask. You'll be sorely disappointed, my lord. 448. SCP-662 says, yeah, well, if it turns out to be the case, I can just wait until I'm strong enough to break out. In the meantime,
Or just have one of these groups of people that randomly try to break him out every month and he can just actually go with them. You know what I mean? Like,
I can just wait until I'm strong enough to break out. In the meantime, I'm going to sit in the bathroom and wait. The rest of you can do your stupid blood orgy. SCP-2662 moves to the shower stall and turns on the water. It sits in the shower stall for the remainder of the incident.
Jesus. Well,
Okay, that about does it for today. Thank you all very much for listening, and you are all dismissed. Goodbye.
all right. Well, there we go. There we go. That was a very interesting video on Cthulhu. SCP-2662. Cthulhu Object Keter Class Cognito Hazard SCP. As always, links will be down below in the description to the Vulgan's channel and to this original video without my commentary and reaction. So please do me the favor, click the links, go over there, check out his video. If you enjoyed watching this, you know, give his original video a like, give him a sub if you want to. The man makes a lot of great content, does a lot of voice acting, and puts a lot of time and effort into his videos, and he definitely deserves some love. Yeah, man, I mean, it's honestly, it's the, like we said, the idea of, you know, this ancient eldritch god, probably the most popular god in the Lovecraftian, you know, stories universe, whatever you want to call it, and kind of turning it upside down in his head. He's essentially just kind of like a teenager, just wanting to chill and be left alone, play his games, and, you know, have a nice breakfast and read his newspaper and just enjoy his day and just be left alone to do whatever he wants to do, and just is constantly bothered by these people that are trying to break him out because they get influenced by him without really his will or wanting. You know, he has no desire for it, and they keep doing really weird and kind of unspeakable things in his name, you know, killing people and consuming them, castrating animals and creatures in front of him and sacrificing them to him, having orgies like he said, and he wants nothing to do with it. So honestly, it's a very funny twist and very good story on the Cthulhu mythos, you know, turning that kind of upside down. I love the SCP that changed him to Keter Class as soon as he realized they can't hold him. Right. Like, oh shit, he was only here because he likes playing PC games. I mean, yeah. And like, to be honest with, you know, how technology is nowadays, I feel like most humanoid SCPs that are, you know, willing to be contained probably would have a decent life, you know, as long as they had access to things like this. You know, you could have a TV, an internet connection and a computer, so you could, like, you know, browse the web, watch movies, play some games or something like that, and occasionally, you know, have some space to go out and get some sun, walk around, etc., etc. I think for the most part, most people probably, like I said, that have to be contained or whatever, would have a decent existence. You know what I'm saying? So, and like you said, eventually he's gonna get to the point where if he wants to get out, you know, there's not gonna be much that they're gonna be able to do to stop him. So, but I like it. I like it. That was pretty funny. That was a pretty funny little twist on the Cthulhu mythos. So, yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Appreciate you watching. As you can see, we are doing this reaction live from our YouTube members. If you would like to join in the discussions that we have during these reactions, there's a join button down below. If you do me a favor and just take a look at the YouTube membership benefits that I offer, the tiers, see if any of those have any interest for you. If you'd like to join and come and hang out with us, we'd love to have you here. But regardless, I just appreciate you guys watching the videos, taking the time out of your busy day to do so. If you enjoyed it, consider leaving a like and a sub, as it helps me and helps the channel grow. Really appreciate you guys. And yeah, hope you're having a wonderful day. We'll see you on the next one.